guys, welcome back to my channel. As you can see, Christmas jumper is on, my Christmas mug is out for my coffee, which can only mean one thing: it is officially Vlogmas. Welcome to day one. As you would have seen at the beginning of the video, I did include some clips of some book shopping I did. What better way to start Bookmas than with a book haul as well as my festive TBR. So started off by going to the Works because they do have their Black Friday sales on, and the first thing I picked up is probably a book that you've seen everyone talk about in their festive TBR, and that is Good Spirits by Borisin. And the reason I wanted to go to the Works for this book is because, well, first of all, £5, that's probably the cheapest you're going to find it, but also the Works has a exclusive sprayed edge, which I think is so beautiful. How festive is that? In case you haven't heard anyone talk about this, the description on the back says, "He's the ghost of Christmas past, but she's not exactly Scrooge." Nolan intends to spend this holiday season exactly like every other, haunting the terrible people of Annapolis in his aimless existence as the ghost of Christmas past. Harriet is a good person, or at least she tries to be. A people pleaser to her core, she always does exactly what's expected of her. So when Nolan is assigned the sweeter than candy cane's antique shop owner for his holiday haunting, neither of them have any idea why. To escape one another, Harriet and Nolan must unravel the threads that bind them together, all by Christmas Eve. I am more of a fantasy reader. I very rarely read contemporary romance, but I did end up reading If It Makes You Happy, which was that viral autumnal book that everyone was reading over autumn. I did end up reading that, and I kind of enjoyed it. It was just like a cute kind of background book that I would pick up every now and then whilst I was still reading my fantasy series. And it was just a nice way to kind of get a little bit more seasonal. And I thought, I'm going to give it a go for a Christmas book. But also, I love that this one, I think, has a little bit of a fantasy element to it because, well, first of all, he's, the ghost of Christmas past. But it also says in the back on the quotes, Hannah Bowman Young described it as brimming with magic and whimsy. So I feel like this is going to be a cute book. And actually, it's meant to be, I think, part one. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a duology, and the next one is going to come out some point next year. So if I do like this would be cute to pick up book two for Christmas next year. Second book I bought from the Works is one that I've seen a lot of people rave about online, so I'm very excited to read this, and that is In the Veins of Drowning by Kalie Cassidy. I mean, first of all, how beautiful is this cover? I really wish they kept the gold foiling and kind of wrapped it around the spine of the book as well. I feel like that just sort of looked so nice on my bookshelf to kind of have the gold on display, but still, front cover, so beautiful. And the best part, the tag says £5, but when I took it to the still, it actually scanned as 3. So, I mean, what a bargain. This is on Kindle Unlimited, I believe, but I prefer, if I can, to read a physical book. The blurb sounds really intriguing as well. So it says, Imogen Nell has been in hiding for as long as she can remember, hiding from a cruel kingdom that believes sirens are monstrous, from a king who viciously hunts her kind, and from her own alluring abilities. In keeping herself from the sea, Imogen's bloodlust has dulled, her black wings concealed beneath her skin. When a neighboring king comes to visit, Imogen can no longer hide, for he knows exactly what she is. Better yet, he believes Imogen is a lost siren heiress who can save their kingdoms from an even greater monster. So, I mean, first of all, that sounds amazing. And then the last thing that definitely sold this book for me is that my favorite author, Rachel Gillig, has actually recommended it as well. So you can see at the top corner of the book, it says, an absolute riptide of a book. So I already know if Rachel loves it, I'm going to love it too. And the last thing was actually purchased for me by my brother. So this is my early Christmas present. And honestly, just wait till you see this. This is my Fourth Wing 2026 journal. This is the front, that is the back. So beautiful gold dragon design. And I already own the bookmark version of this. So I bought this, I don't know, maybe like mid-year or something like that. And I did see the journal originally, and I remember thinking to myself, okay, maybe I'll treat myself at the end of the year for my 2026 journal. But thankfully, my brother very kindly offered to purchase it for me. So I'm very, very happy with this. This is like blank-ish on the inside. So it's not lined. It doesn't have any like bullet dots or anything like that. But I don't really use like bullet journals. I'm not that fussy about things being neat. I just want a beautiful big journal that I can just do my bookish things in, as well as just like scrapbooking for memories. So one of my Bookmas videos is going to be setting up my 2026 reading journal. So stay tuned for that if you're interested in those things. These are from Waterstones, but I have seen them on Amazon. So in case you can't get to a Waterstones, I will make sure to link those below. But that is the end of the haul. And now let's talk festive TBR. So I actually only have 2 books for my December TBR just because usually the beginning of December is quite busy at work for me, and then I am going to be traveling and seeing family towards the end of December. So realistically, I just don't see myself finishing more than 2 books. Don't even know if I'll get through both of these. But the first one, as you can guess, is of course Good Spirits by B.K. Borisin. So like I said earlier, this is just going to be one that I pick up every now and then when I'm in the festive mood. And I'm pretty sure that I saw the audiobook for this on Libby through my library. So I may download the audiobook as well, because that would be really handy when I'm traveling and I'm not bringing physical books with me. I can just listen to it on my earphones. And then the second book is actually a second book in a series that I've been reading. So if you watched my October Halloween reading vlog, then you would know that I am reading the Kindred's Curse saga by Penn Cole. So I've already read book 1, which is Spark of the Everflame, and then I'm going to start reading number 2, which is Glow of the Everflame. And I don't mean to brag, but signed copy. I did buy this months and months ago from Saucy Books, and they actually had Penn Cole stop by at some point and sign a lot of copies. Annoyingly, didn't get book 1 signed, but that's okay. Book 2 is signed, and I'm so excited to read book 2 of this. In case you haven't heard of this series, I'm not going to spoil anything, but basically at the beginning of book 1, we are introduced to character DM. So she lives in a world full of humans and Descended. So Descended are the elite society, the Fae. And at the beginning of the book, her mother goes missing. Both of them are healers, and her mother used to work in the Fae realm. So DM ends up taking over her mother's role in the Fae realm, and the story just kind of evolves from there. She's obviously trying to figure out what's happened to her mother. There is a lot of conflict between humans and the Fae. The humans are pretty much living in slums, really struggling to get by. So there's obviously a little bit of revolution, a little bit of war brewing, as you would expect in a fantasy book. There is 3 books currently out, and annoyingly, the author is still the author is still writing the 4th book, and she is actually doing a oh my god, why can I not talk? She is actually doing a fairy loot event here in London in a couple months, and I really want to go just so I can ask her, like, how is the writing going? Because I'm already addicted, and after this, I'm going to read book 3, and then I'm really going to need book 4 to come out. That is my small but festive December TBR. Let me know what books you guys are planning on reading this month. If you are happening to read either of those, definitely stay tuned for my next Vlogmas video, because I'm going to be doing a reading vlog so we can start the books together. Tomorrow I will start recording that. I think I'm going to try and upload every 2nd or 3rd day. So yeah, today was festive TBR. I'm still going to do a read along. I have started buying like my Christmas decorations so we can decorate my bookshelf together in one of my videos. And then I also want to do my 2026 reading journal setup. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, please like this video so I know, and obviously subscribe if you're interested as well. So if you are doing Bookmas, please let me know your channel in the comments, because I just love watching these, and I will see you guys next time.